welcome to One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra. We are so excited to have you guys on this first Monday night of daylight savings. The sun is still shining outside. It was a nice warm day. The snow is gone, and I'm happy about that. However, tonight we're going to go ahead and talk about some people that spend their time on some cold water, some freezing cold water. These people do this for fun. I don't get it, but I enjoy watching what they do, and they do a fantastic job. And with that, I'm going to need some help in having a great interview with these guys. So, as always, I'm going to bring in the man out there in another cold place, Colorado, my son in law, the Jay Gill. How's it going?
Well, what's up, Daddy O? How are you?
Well, I'm good. I feel out of place tonight because you're in a cold, but I think it's probably nice today. But you're up in the mountains. Mylee and Wyatt, they like to move around on cold stuff, on skates, on thin blades that quite frankly, I would just fall down. And
You know, I I've never quite I never understood maybe how ice skating got invented, where someone said, "Hey, I'm going to strap these knives to the bottom of my feet and go out on this ice that I could fall through and die. And let's just see what happens." So I am curious the legend of how it started, but man, I'm glad it started. It's just not the sport for me. So tonight on our show, like you said, we've got Wyatt and Mylee, and I'm telling you, you all just need to prepare yourselves to be dazzled and delighted. Uh, these two are a magnetic duo, which is interesting because that was the name of their first competition show, whatever you want to call it, back in 2015. The title of that program was the Magnetic Duo, and boy, were they correct when they named that. Um, Wyatt and Mylee were actually in our last issue of Sports Locker magazine. So if you have not had the chance to check that out, you are missing out.
oh, wrong
The
way.
Magnetic Duo.
Which way am
Keep
I
going.
going?
Show their
Keep
picture.
going.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Boom.
Yeah, boom. There they are. Awesome article. It was actually written by our photographer, Catherine Gill, and she did an amazing job detailing the accomplishments and truly the beauty of watching these two perform. Just a couple things I wanted to pull out of the article that I really enjoyed. Um, like I said, they did their first competition together back in 2015. In 2019, they actually competed in sectionals in Colorado, my state. That's what I'm talking about. What's up? And that was where they placed second in the juvenile competition. That was enough to get them into nationals in Allen, Texas. And that's where they went on to take seventh place in nationals. Nationals meaning the entire country, if you're not clear on that. This gave them the opportunity to be a part of the national development team, and that's where Team USA is chosen for junior and senior levels. They are proud to be a part of the Heartland Figure Skating Club, and I have personally got to watch them be on the ice doing their routine. And I tell you what, like Dad said, when I walked out on the ice to do the interview and do photos, it's like, oh yeah, this is fine until you start slipping, and then it's like you can't stop, and every foot movement you do, you're just slipping and sliding on the ice, and I
Hold
look
on.
like a
Time out.
walrus out
Come
there.
on. Do that
What?
again. Do that again. Yeah.
I look like a walrus out there, just slipping and sliding like a maniac.
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't fall because if I did, I think I would have broken through the ice rink. But anyways, I'm a big guy. What can I say? You asked why I like the cold because I'm made of whale blubber, and it keeps me nice and warm. So I'm never cold. But that's not the case with these two. They're awesome. So, anyways, I'm telling you, I got to watch them twirl on the ice. I got to watch him like throwing her in the air, picking her up and spinning. I got dizzy just watching it. It blew my mind. These two are amazing. So I'm very excited to welcome them onto the show. Wyatt and Mylee. Let's bring them on.
Well, before we do bring him on, I do want to say that Patty Bernhardt McFeeters has been watching this program a long time, and I'm sure she's never seen anything like what you just did as far as that visual of a whale on the ice. So, anyway, I thought it was Patty. I'm so sorry. Anyway, let's bring him on. Hey, Mylee and Wyatt, how are you guys doing?
Doing great. How are
Doing
you?
great.
We are wonderful. As you can see, we like to have a lot of fun. And if Jay just starts acting up, just pop him on his head, right beneath you.
Reach
Just.
down and give me a good slap.
All right. Hey, we're excited to have you guys on here tonight, and we really enjoyed doing your article, and it was fun to go out and do the photo shoot. Like Jay said, a little shaky for us as far as getting out there, but you guys were just moving around like it was no problem at all. And you were on those nice thin blades, and we were on our regular five-toed feet. Or I guess I would say 10-toed because we had both feet on there. Jay was not trying to do a triple sow cow, so there you go.
I was not. I was not.
All right, Jay, why don't you kick off the questions?
All right. So Mylee, we talked a little bit about you being a part of that national development team. Tell us what that was like.
It was a ton of fun, but because of COVID, we weren't able to do everything that the National Development Team offers. They normally will take you to competitions, and I actually have some friends that were on the National Development Team, and they took them out of the country to go and compete, and they can ask any member of the team to go and do that. I was not able to do that because of COVID, but during COVID, they still had programs and stuff, and so every day we would have workout classes with some really, really amazing coaches, and we did that often just to keep us in shape and ready to get back on the ice.
Interesting. So, tell me a little bit about the workouts and the things you guys would have to do with the development team.
So there would be about 100 kids on each call, and then one workout instructor, and their goal was to get all of our heart rates over 200, 210, just because that's around where it gets in a program, or it'll get higher. And so it was abs and legs, and it was just your own body weight. So we did a lot of sit-ups and a lot of just different movements to help us with skating.
Well, Jay's heart rate kind of raised quite a bit when he was getting out on that ice,
No
and
kidding.
I don't
Just
know if
listening to her, my heart
yeah,
rate elevated. Just listening to that, I thought, wow.
yeah. One of the things, I mean, you have had some good instruction, Mylee. You talked a little bit about learning from Olympians and coaches and trainers. What was that like as far as?
It was amazing. I got to go there, and they had Olympic coaches and Olympians, and Alyssa Liu, who competed in the Winter Olympics, was there and talked to the parents. And it was a ton of fun getting to learn. I didn't get to learn all the knowledge they had, but I got to learn a lot more and getting to know how they do what they do and what mindset they have to keep themselves in to continue. It was so much fun.
That's awesome.
Where was that at?
It was in Charlotte, North Carolina.
You've kind of been all over.
Awesome.
You've been all.
Yep.
Colorado. You guys were in Colorado. You've been to North Carolina. We'll get into some more things later as far as favorite places, but that's pretty awesome. And I'm sure that your families have put in a lot of miles.
Definitely.
Yeah. They're not charging you for gas, are they?
I'd be broke.
Yeah, because right now gas is really high, and Wyatt,
Oh, yeah.
Really
you might have to help out with some of your side gigs. You might have to help out
Yeah,
with some of
I
that.
might have to. It happens. That's the way it goes.
Yeah. Wyatt, why don't you tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about what's ahead for you guys in ice skating? If you guys are continuing to do anything, or just kind of let us know what's going on.
Well, okay, that's actually a really good question, which I can't fully say I know the entire answer to. But well, as far as I'm going, I've just been trying to get past the junior senior levels for myself to get a double gold medal in skating. I don't know, as far as pairs goes, I really can't tell you. We need to get kind of make a plan or figure something out, you know. Um, that's kind of where that's at. Mylee, is there anything you want to add to that, or that's really
Um,
all I can tell you?
so I'm still working every single day of the week, and Wyatt's working at the ice arena too. But I actually had a shoulder injury due to softball, and so we weren't able to do like lifts and spins and stuff. So we had to take a break because of that.
Uh-huh.
And so now we're just making a plan to get back into it and continue.
Very good. Thank you. That was a good answer.
Yeah, cool, huh?
Yeah. Jake?
Yeah, so Wyatt, you stated in your article that you were hoping to attend State Tech for their turf management program. How's that going for you, and what kind of drew your interest into that?
Well, I would say, well, I've worked at the country club here in Jeff City for the past 2 years, and if anybody that works at the golf course is listening to me, just this is a shout out to you guys. But I would say just the fact that I like working on the golf course, and it's nice to get up early in the morning and see the sunrise and stuff. And it's always something fun to do. So I thought, well, I can do that pretty well. So I'm attending State Tech in the fall to learn how to do it better, you could say.
Very
That's
good.
that's where I'm coming from with that. It's pretty cool, huh?
Now they've got a great program up there. I know we've talked to some different people up there before, and I know there was one guy that had actually worked for the Boston Red Sox, had
Yeah,
done
yeah,
some work for them there. So that's really interesting that we have that type of a program right here in mid Missouri, that you're able to have the opportunity to go to some of these really neat stadiums across the country. So that ought to be pretty exciting.
yeah. I think that's gonna be great.
Good. Mylee, back to you. What is your favorite part about skating with Wyatt?
Um, Whenever we run programs and stuff, we will like talk back and forth because I get really nervous running programs, and he helps keep me calm and ready for the next element. And we like talk through what step we're doing and when, so that we both are on beat with each other.
Very good. Very good. Jay, you pick back up and you go after Wyatt again. It's your turn to launch another
Yeah,
one at him.
Yeah,
Wyatt, it sounds like you bring the calmness in the middle of a storm. Good for you, buddy. That's good. I'll tell you what, when life's hard, you need people like that in your life. Remember that. So, Wyatt, what does
yeah.
Mylee do? What does Mylee do to challenge you to be your best, and how does that work?
One thing that I have probably learned after dodging many a snowball is the law of self-control. I mean that in a funny manner. But anyway, just I would say just to always make the run through of the program the best, so that we don't have to spend time doing it over and over and over, not progressing. I would say that's probably how she's gotten me to be better at that.
That's
um, that's
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 good.
where I would go.
Very good. Now, so we're gonna have to dig into that. You made that comment about dodging a snowball. So is it Mylee throwing snowballs at you?
Depends on the day.
Well, I that depends on the day. It depends who initiates it at the
Okay.
time. Um, I
A little bit, yeah.
cannot confirm or deny if I've ever thrown a snowball.
All right.
I
Because
can confirm he's thrown many.
okay. I was just saying, because Wyatt, you need to kind of pick and choose your battles there, because she plays softball and
Yeah,
she's probably
yeah,
had a
she
pretty
is
good
very
arm and
very good at
accuracy.
it. Yeah, yeah. No, I would imagine she does. I've
All
never been
right.
hit by a softball, so that's a good thing, I think.
Well, that is good. I've been hit by one in the face and it didn't feel good. So
I,
Ooh.
be- I bet. I have been
yeah.
hit by golf balls though, and those are
Oh
not
yeah, that wouldn't
pleasant
feel good
either.
either. But well, you guys, my lovely sister is joining us, and she says she loves figure skating, watching it, that is. So she would absolutely love watching you guys. So she's pretty awesome joining us tonight. But with that, we've flown through this first segment. Let's go ahead and do a quick break with our sponsor, and then we'll be back for session two. And then I'm excited about this one, our speed round, where we get to ask some questions you have no idea what we're going to ask, and we've got a bunch of them. So first of all, let's jump right in here to our sponsor, CNS Business Services.
Not everybody is an 8 to 5 Monday through Friday type. At CNS, we have employment options for the way you want to work with our flexible scheduling program. Flexible scheduling is designed to fit your lifestyle and allows you to be in control of your schedule. CNS offers insurance plans upon employment. Celebrating 45 years of staffing, CNS Business Services.
Say yes to CNS.
All right, Jay, don't we appreciate CNS Business Services?
Absolutely, we do. And you know who else appreciates them? So many people in mid-Missouri. If you are looking for a job, if you have specific needs and criterias that need to be met, you have to call CNS Business Services. They've got those flexible hours. They will work with you. They will work with your schedule, and they will get you linked up with the right people. Thank you so much. We love them over there at CNS. Thank you all.
And thank you. I could not have said it any better than what you just did. As a matter of fact, I might just turn those duties over to you every week. So there you go.
Oh, Dad, I just learned from you, you handsome
Oh, okay.
man.
That's
You
that's
handsome
great.
man.
Well, that's great. Thank you. I'll send you a mug. How's that?
Oh, thank you.
Hey, I want to ask this question, and then I'm going to let you kind of run through the rest of them here for the rest of this segment. But I want to ask Wyatt this because this really stuck out to me in your interview. Talk to us a little bit about what you call your side hustle. Tell us about that, Wyatt.
Okay, well, I think it was 2012, I got a space down at the Yellow Moon Antique Mall in Jeff City. I just started kind of buying and selling things because I live on a farm. There's barns full of junk that need to be gone through. So I started just selling some things here and there. Well, I got really good at it, and so I started buying more things at auctions and sales and kind of kept the line moving, as it were. And I've got a space at another antique mall down at the lake area in Eldon. And that's pretty much my side hustle. In addition to my work at the country club, I sell antiques and just about anything that you might need, I can get it for a price.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I found a lot of stuff and met a lot of fun people over the years doing that. It's interesting.
What's the most unique thing that you found? Okay, so you say, I'm going to have to help you here real quick. Don't call it junk. Don't call it junk because if you're calling it junk, that's immediately putting off little
Right.
triggers and people just say, put unique opportunities. Say it that way,
Right.
okay? All right.
Right.
But
Right.
what's the most unique opportunity that you have found for some people to be able to possibly purchase from you at your two different places?
The most unique thing I've ever found is not actually, it's in my collection in a personal collection I have. There was a man in Jefferson City, probably a lot of people know him, Tom Benke, who was an antique collector. And after he passed, got the opportunity to kind of go through some of his stuff. And I found the pin that was owned by Mayor C.W. Thomas, the mayor of Jefferson City in 1913. It's a little gold star that was given to him when he won the mayorship, and that's something just very unusual. Number one, that the mayor would wear a badge, but number two, that it would surface in that like that. That was just interesting. So that's
That
probably
is.
the most unusual thing I've found thus far.
Well, that's cool. And you know
Yeah,
what?
it's interesting.
I know the mayor here in Jefferson City currently, and if
Yeah.
if you want, we can hook you up, and she might be able to get you something that would maybe trump the other mare. I don't know, but we could check it out for you.
Yeah, I've run into her a couple of times down at her shop.
Okay.
She's interesting.
Okay. See, you don't even need me. Just tell her. Just tell her. You need something to trump the other mare. That's all you need to do. All right, Jay, you go ahead and hit him, man.
Oh, that's awesome. Wyatt, tell us about the Heartland Figure Skating Club and your coaches.
Well, we used to be part of the local skating club here in Jeff City, and I think that speaking on behalf of both of us, I hate to be a braggart, but I think that we got to a point where we could go to a bigger club, and so we did. That's about my opinion of that. The Heartland Club is pretty cool. They've got competitions and stuff pretty regularly. Yeah, it's really good. We've had the same coach since we started, Brent Eccles. He's been a coach at Washington Park for many years. Just the greatest guy you'll meet, really. I think you met him during our picture taking at the rink.
Yes.
He's just Joe cool, always mellow, always knows the right stuff to say. Just a really great, well-rounded guy. Yeah, there's a picture of him in there. Should be standing between us. Yeah, just I would describe him as Joe Cool.
There
he
you
always
go.
has been, I would say.
That's great.
Mylee, I want to give you a chance to shout out. I know you had a lot of great things to say about the coach as well.
Yeah, Brent is amazing. He always knows how to push us. Like, I'm not a huge fan of running programs all the time, but he pushes me to get better. And I actually just competed recently, and he was super supportive and helped me out a lot. And I had an amazing program. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Jay, I'm gonna throw
So
Jay. Let me throw another one in here real quick before you do this. But I know you're going to talk about
you
this.
got it, Dad.
This is going to lead into your question, but tell us about that shoulder injury.
so I
Are you reading my mind? That's literally what I was going to ask.
Okay. Okay. So stop. Stop. You go ahead and ask it, and we'll just erase what I said. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, well, we were already kind of talking about some of the other sports you're in, and that led to a shoulder injury. So I was just gonna ask, how's that been going? With the shoulder injury, and then doing that with ice skating, and how's the coach helped with that? So, dude, me and my dad, we're on the same wavelength. It's scary. It's scary. I'm getting old.
Oh.
Anyways, this is about you, Mylee. Anyway.
So I play for a competitive softball team, and we travel a lot, we do a lot, and I ended up messing my shoulder up a little bit. I ignored it. I went to play softball for high school this year. I ended up on varsity. I pitched all the way through districts. We ended up winning. And after districts, I went and got my shoulder checked out, and they were worried that it was torn. Wasn't torn, but it was really messed up, and so I had to go through PT for a while.
Right there, Wyatt, that's another reason you do not get involved in a snowball fight with Mylee, because she's a pitcher. She will.
That's very true.
I mean, Mylee, what's your best pitch? I mean, what's the pitch that you get people out on?
Drop ball.
Drop ball. Okay. Wyatt, I'm just telling you, watch out for the drop ball. Okay.
I'll watch out. I'll keep my eyes open for it if I can see it.
It might drop you, so you might be careful.
I need some hockey gear, I think.
Yeah.
Protect,
How impressive, though, that even with that shoulder injury, you're like, I guess I'm just going to keep playing, make varsity, pitch through districts. No problem. Like, I don't know where you got the willpower to just fight through the pain, but props to you, girl. Like, that's awesome. Are there any other sports you're involved in at school, or is it just the softball and ice skating?
Just softball, and then I was a speed skater for about 10 years, but I ended up stopping and not doing that as much anymore. But I still love the speed skating community. They're absolutely amazing.
So you've kind of touched on a little bit about your intense schedule. Tell us about all. I don't know where you find enough hours in the day to even include sleeping. So I hope you are getting sleep because it's important. But I just kind of want to hear about your day, all the intense time that you have to put into all of your activities, and then also your traveling because I know you travel too.
Yep. So for school, I'm taking all honors in school, and I have weights every day. But my school actually has an adjusted schedule for me, so I take one class online every day, and I get to leave at 1:30 and go and practice. So I figure skate from like 2 o'clock to 4, and then after that, I normally will go to a softball practice or a workout class or anything really after that.
Wow.
And then you wonder why you're sore. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, give that body a break. Goodness, that's awesome though. So
All I can say
Wyatt,
is wow.
yeah, I know, right? I think I'm busy until I talk to Mylee and I
Yeah.
realize
You
I'm
need to,
not busy.
Jay, you need to step it up.
I need to step it up. No excuses, man. No excuses. Uh, so Wyatt,
Yeah.
I really want to talk to you. What have you appreciated about your family in all of this? I know when we were doing the interview, uh, both of your moms were there. It was super nice to meet them. I want to give you a chance to shout out your family, Wyatt.
Well, in that case, this is an official shout out. They've been very supportive of me and my goals, and Mylee and her goals, and the goals we have as skaters, and how they're just really great people, and have always, I wouldn't say propped us up, but they've always kept us well. They've always helped out, um, always known what to say and how to say it, and just been really cool and helpful. Been really fun. They're really great people, all of them.
That's good.
That's awesome. Mylee, same to you. I want to give you a chance. Shout out your family.
My family, I love them so much, and they've always been there to help me out. And whenever I need them, they're always there. And they've really helped me in figure skating. They're always super supportive, and they run me around everywhere because I can't drive yet. So they're taking me to all these softball and figure skating and speed skating and school and everything else.
Mylee, how many are you an only child or do you have siblings?
I have a sibling. Her name's
Okay.
Haley. She actually is the reason I started figure skating.
Okay, that's right. I do remember that from your article. So yes, your family. Jay's kind of going through this right now, as well as my daughter. We see them. They have 5 kids now, and can you imagine all the different events that they are taking them to right now? So that's. I think the other day my daughter had just come off of being sick, and then the next day she was like running kids to swimming, to art class, to jujitsu, and volleyball, and wow, parents that are doing all that stuff, I know you appreciate it, and I'm sure they are really getting excited for the day you're going to be driving.
Yeah, definitely.
Jay, I'm just telling you right now, do not let the 6-year-old drive. Please don't go too far.
Hey, when there's emergencies, there's emergencies. He's got to step up and earn his keep. I'm not going
Well,
to let him just slide right by.
he's working
Come on.
hard on his bike, so you just keep
He is.
encouraging him on his bike.
He is. He is. When I came home, he had the training wheels off and he is in the backyard riding in the dirt. He is still going at it. I love that boy. All right. So Wyatt, what would you
Yeah.
say to a younger kid interested in ice skating? What advice would you give them?
Well, I would say if you fall down, get back up. That's a pretty good piece of advice. I would say if you wanna get really good at it, find a good private coach like Brent. If you want to compete, join a club. Just really get into it if that's what you like. But mostly get up if you fall down and don't stop trying. I mean, you have to just let it progress, and at a certain point, you'll get really good at it. It's just natural progression. That's what I would say, probably.
Good.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's great
It's,
advice. Mylee, what advice would you give a younger skater on managing their time and their priorities since you're so good at it?
I wouldn't say I'm good at it, but sometimes it gets all messy. But I would say that make your priorities what you love most. So if you love to figure skate like I do and you love softball, make sure those are important. Make sure that those are what you're pushing into your schedule a lot and make sure you still love it. Like, if you're going to work hard at it, love it.
That's good advice. Would you give that same advice for Jay since he's kind of needing help with that too? Would you, I mean, just in his regular life?
Yeah.
Okay. There
I
you go, Jay.
appreciate that. I'm taking that to heart. That's
I want
good.
I want you to take that advice and I want you to pick yourself up when you fall down, okay? Those two
will.
things. Take that. That's what you
I
need to
will.
take from this tonight. And then
And
Go ahead.
I'm going to get better at it. It's the natural progression. I'm listening to both of them. This
That is awesome.
fantastic for me.
that is great.
Yeah,
That is good.
loving it.
Now we get to have some more fun by doing what we like to call the speed round. So Jay,
Speed
you
round.
get to kick it off.
Okay, Wyatt, you're up first, buddy.
What's up?
Oh,
All
there
right.
it is. All right. So the speed round, the whole goal is maybe just to get to know you guys a little bit better. So we're only looking for 1 or 2 word answers. If you have to give me a sentence, I don't mind. But I'm just wanting to kind of speed through these questions just so people can get to know you a little better. Does that sound fair?
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. So Wyatt, what is
Yeah.
your favorite after performance snack? Like after you guys do your a big routine, a big show, you're ready to binge eat. What do you eat?
A cup of mint ice cream and or fried chicken.
That's a good combination right there.
That's a good combo. All right. What's your favorite cake flavor?
Well, that's a good question. Probably chocolate with mint. That's a good combination.
He's a chocolate with
With
mint
a
guy, I tell you
with
what.
a hint of fried chicken.
Well, that
No,
would
no.
be interesting, I'm
Okay.
sure.
What's
maybe,
wrong
maybe
with
on
you,
a
Dan?
different
I was
plate.
thinking like an
Sorry.
Andes mint on top, and you said
All right.
fried chicken. All right. Wyatt, who's your favorite superhero and why?
Superman, he's a classic. And he made a bet with Chuck Norris, and the loser had to wear their underpants on the outside of their clothes for the rest of their life. So that's my reasoning, at least. But anyway, it's a funny little story there.
Oh, I love
classic
Chuck Norris
superhero.
jokes. That's awesome. Classic Chuck Norris jokes. I love it. What's your favorite TV show to binge watch?
My favorite TV show. That's a tough question. Probably an old show like the Andy Griffith Show or some classic. I really haven't watched a ton of TV. I don't get a lot of time to watch TV all the time. But yeah, probably a classic old show.
Yeah, Jay, you can't even
that's
ask
awesome.
Jay, you can't even ask Mylee that question. She has no time.
Car rides. Car
well,
rides.
I was gonna say there's time for TV,
Okay.
Dad. Okay, Wyatt, if you could teleport anywhere in the world, where would you teleport to and why?
Germany. They've got good bratwurst and bread and cookies and stuff like that to eat. That's gonna
I
be
was
my
waiting
answer.
for you to say German
And,
beer, and I was gonna go, Wyatt.
Well,
Hold
I
on
was gonna
now.
say I'm wise to that. I'm wise to that trick. See,
Yeah, all right,
thinking
Mom
ahead.
was listening. All right, just checking. All right, finish this sentence for me. When I dance, I look like.
Uh, I don't know if I know quite how to answer that. Maybe a penguin.
Mylee.
What did you say?
I was gonna. He said maybe a penguin. That's
There
awesome.
you go.
I was gonna ask Mylee, like, okay, if you can't answer, what does he look like when he dances? But he answered a penguin. There
Confused
you
penguin.
A confused penguin?
Confused penguin.
That's awesome.
All right, Wyatt, describe Mylee for me in 1 or 2 words.
Violent and destructive. No, I would not say that. Probably busy and hardworking. That's what I
Oh,
would
there
go
you
with
go.
that. Busy and hardworking.
I I
That's a
love it.
much safer answer. I can see a snowball flying to the screen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a cartoon cat.
Yep.
What's the number one thing on your bucket list that you just have to accomplish?
Um, Ride freight trains across America, skydive, bungee jump, anything dangerous but vaguely interesting to people. That's what I would say would be on there. Um,
Good.
Succeed in business and life.
You daredevil, I like it. You adrenaline
Yeah.
junkie, there you go. All right,
You can say
Dan,
that.
you got more for Wyatt? You got more for Wyatt?
Let's go ahead and you go ahead and go through and do Mylee, and then I'll go back and I'll hit him.
Okay, I like it. All right, Mylee, are you ready? You're up.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you agreed to this. All right. What's some of these crossover, not all of them. What's your favorite after performance snack? What do you want to binge eat when you get done performing?
Chinese food. I love Chinese food, especially after performances.
Mm, you are not wrong. That sounds delicious. You know, I perform every Monday. I just have to add Chinese to my list on Mondays. I just have to, darling. I just have to. What's your favorite drink?
Dr. Pepper. I drink way too much Dr. Pepper.
I understand that. When are you most productive?
Nights. Late nights. I'm always most
Late
productive
nights.
then.
Night owl. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
What's your favorite season of weather?
Summer. I love softball
Why?
weather.
Oh, summer. Okay, okay. Summer softball weather. I like it. What scares you the most?
Um, failure.
Ooh, my
It's the
answer's
scariest-
spiders.
It's the
Spiders.
scariest thing, but it's the thing that you test the most.
Yeah, I
Okay,
like that. Okay,
that's good.
so it's
See,
driving
Jay,
you. That's
Jay,
good.
you got to find something else to be not to be afraid of spiders. Find something like that.
It's spiders. I don't know what to tell you. I would.
Spiders are
There's
scary.
there's a million ways I'd rather die than I do not want to die by spiders. I'll tell you that. What does success mean to you?
Not giving up. You don't fail unless you don't try again, so don't ever give up.
I like it. Describe Wyatt in 1 to 2 words.
Um, he's slightly chaotic, but he's super hardworking and really caring.
Slightly chaotic. I like it.
I like it too. What's the strangest thing that you've ever eaten?
A bug in Costa Rica on a tour.
Ooh. Chocolate covered?
They were
What kind of? Yeah. What kind
No.
of bug?
I don't remember what type of bug it was, but they were talking about how it's for protein if you ever get stuck in a rainforest, and so everyone ate a bug. So yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone ate it.
Because my follow-up question to that would have been why.
Yeah.
So
Everyone else did it.
Huck-
and
I got it.
Costa Rica,
Hakuna
why not?
Matata. Hakuna
Hakuna
Matata,
Matata.
Dad. You
Exactly.
It means
just,
no
it
worries.
means no worries, baby. You just got to. All right. If what's your most favorite place that you've traveled to? Because you've traveled so many places. What's your favorite place and why?
My favorite place? That's hard. I really liked going to Aruba. I got to go to Aruba with my family, and I loved it. I loved the beach. It was fun.
See, Jay's dancing again. You know, this is the picture. We had what did you say, the whale on the ice, and what's this one?
Yeah, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you. Come on, that's a
I gotcha.
classic.
Gotcha.
That's awesome. All right, all right.
Only here on One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra. Jay Gill. Thank you.
That's right. You're welcome. All right. What's your favorite TV show to binge watch?
Criminal Minds. I love that show. I've watched it so many times, and there's 15 seasons.
Wow.
Well, yeah, good for you. That means you are either really good at solving crimes or really good at how not to get caught.
Neither. I
Okay,
couldn't do
okay.
either.
Okay, just checking.
I'd
Just
feel too
checking.
bad.
All right. All right, Dad, you're up.
Are you ready? Okay, Wyatt, we're gonna
Yep,
come back to you, Wyatt, right here.
What's up?
Hardest move on the ice to explain.
Hardest move on the ice to explain. Probably a simple move like a 3-turn or a bracket, and trying to differentiate them, especially when you've been trying to do it again and again and you don't exactly know what the difference is. That's
Alright.
what I would say. A small figure turn would
Okay.
be the most difficult to explain.
Yep. I would not know what you were talking about if you told me anyway. So that's okay. That's good. Most painful injury you've had in pair skating.
Well, I haven't really had any injuries yet.
Yeah.
So
Yet.
I really can't answer that. I haven't been injured. That's a
Okay.
good thing, I
No
think.
no wild arms from Mylee accidentally striking you across the head, or.
Well, I mean, not overly bad.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There've been
Yeah.
some brushes, but they've not been life-threatening by any means.
Okay.
Yeah, at
Um,
Nationals, I accidentally hit him in the face doing a throw.
Oh, yeah.
I can manage a punch. I didn't react to it right away, so that was
Wow.
good on my part. Just gonna pat myself there.
Yep. Good job. You
There we
are
go.
this is Superman on ice, but I still can't get past the outside underwear thing, so we'll just leave it at that. Wyatt, I want you to finish this sentence. Mylee is at her best when.
She's had a Red Bull energy drink.
Absolutely.
All right. And speaking of energy, what is the best energy food for a performance?
Best energy food. Well, anything except Mountain Dew. I'm gonna have to take a pot shot at them right away. Probably water. Stay hydrated on the ice because it can get really dry as a bone out there. In the climate controlled area.
Yeah, excuse me
I
real quick.
would see. There we go. That's good.
Okay,
Everybody
nice.
needs,
Okay,
needs
good.
something. Yeah, I would say always make sure that you're well hydrated. Eat healthy.
Okay.
And every now and then, who doesn't enjoy a couple Big Macs or something? But
A Big Mac, a couple of Big Macs before you go
eat
skating.
a little
Right
healthy.
there.
Yeah, that's
Right
what I
there.
would say.
If you need energy on the ice skating rink, Mylee, right there. Two Big Macs. Supersize it. Okay? There you go. All right. Wyatt, most embarrassing costume you've had to wear. And, again, I can't get past the Superman thing, but go ahead. Tell us. Most embarrassing costume.
Well, I've never had to wear anything quite that drastic, let us say. I don't know. Probably when I was skating, I had one costume. It was this. Well, it was in an ice show. It was this. I was a shipwrecked victim on an island, and it was this just bleak generic T-shirt and cut up pants. That was pretty crazy. Anything overly tight or sparkly doesn't do me justice in my opinion.
All
But
right. There you go.
I'm not watching me skate. That's for the audience to figure out.
Okay. That's
That's
great.
where I would be at.
All right, here's your last one, Wyatt. Longest distance traveled for a competition.
Longest distance traveled for competition. I believe that would be Colorado. Colorado Springs, I believe, is the farthest distance, because that would be farther than Allen, Texas, I think.
Okay.
Have to figure on a map, but that should be farther out.
Jay, you travel
by a
that.
good bit.
Jay, you travel that from
Well,
here to there. It's how many hours?
Oh yeah, that's far. So Colorado Springs from Jeff City, that is going to be about 12 and a half, 13 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's why we hop in the plane and fly to see you. There you go.
It's true. It's true.
All right, Mylee, are you ready? You got to close us out.
Yep.
Here we go. Most difficult move you have pulled off.
I've landed a triple sow cow and triple loop. Definitely the most difficult.
That is so cool. I would, I couldn't even. Again, I can't even stand on them, so I don't even know what I'm saying. So we're just gonna move on. I'll just try it on regular ground. Here we go. All right. Favorite snack food you shouldn't eat when training?
Dr. Pepper. Well, that's a drink, but definitely Dr. Pepper.
Okay. Most painful time Wyatt dropped you.
We were working on a new move and it's called a twist, and he throws me over his head and I do a rotation in the air and then he's supposed to catch me. And the first time we took it off the harness, he dropped me and I hit my head.
Oh, wow. Wow, I'm so sorry. You heard it right here, folks. You heard it right here. He only got a punch in the face. He dropped her on her head. There you go.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Mylee, finish this sentence. Wyatt is at his funniest when.
Whenever he's making jokes about our past shows, especially it's ice theater. We don't have them anymore, but it was like a show on ice, and there was this one line, and he would like constantly quote it, and it was pretty funny.
Very good. I'm almost ready to ask you to do that, but we'll finish up here. All right, Mylee, what's the one thing your coach always says?
Stop wearing. I always wear like super baggy hoodies because they're super comfortable, but they're not very good for figure skating. So I get told that I need to wear my jackets, but
Well, here's what you can say. Well, Coach, ever since Wyatt dropped me, I'm trying to give him something more to grab onto.
I feel
So-
like that'd make it harder. Just grabbing the extra fabric, because I'll wear like ginormous hoodies and they're not very aerodynamic. Makes it pretty
Okay.
hard to jump.
Yeah,
they're
probably throws off his timing. Yeah, it would do
A
that.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. Your idea of a fun sport to mix with ice skating besides hockey.
Softball.
Softball. Yeah, softball on ice. There we go.
We've done it before first show. It was so much fun.
Well, cool.
Dangerous a little bit, but fun, yes.
Well, yeah, it would be. Duck. No, I just fell. All right. Hey, guys, we have had a blast with you tonight. Jay, I'm going to go ahead and let you close us out here real quick. And then if you two would hold on until after the program, we'll visit with you real quick. And this has been a lot of fun. Thank you both. Jay, you go ahead and close us out, bud.
All right. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't know if you were going to transition or not. My bad.
Jay
Oh,
got dropped.
man.
I just dropped him on his head. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh man, we have had an absolute blast tonight hanging out with Mylee and Wyatt. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you, One Nation, for tuning in to catch these awesome people, and we could hear about their awesome stories and just how talented they are. They're fun people. Anyways, you know what you guys need to do. You need to like our page, you need to share our content, and you need to keep commenting every week. Keep giving us comments that we can ask our guests, and just awesome things that you want us to share and talk about. We love doing it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We can't wait to bring you guys awesome content every week. And so we will catch you guys next Monday at 7 p.m. I'm your co-host, Jay. That's the Bald Eagle. And we absolutely love you guys. God bless.
God bless you guys, and we will see you next week.